Gay men of Reddit, have you ever pulled the I have a boyfriend on a girl? If so, what was their reaction? I have had a drunk girl very awkwardly trying to flirt with grope me. I laughed it off at first. Until her boyfriend showed up and seemed ready to start a fight. I told him don't worry, I am gay. And no, he is not my type either. And he just deflated. It's kinda funny really. From then on I save my tank tops for gay bars only. He was probably just relieved he didn't have to pretend he was gonna beat you up. I was shamelessly hitting on this guy until he just straight up told me, "You know I am gay, right?" I in fact did not know. We are really good friends now and constantly joke that our genitalia is getting in the way of the romance of a lifetime. Backfired so f***ing hard. I was with a guy I had gone on like 3 dates with and got along great with, but it was still new. He overheard me tell this girl, "I'm really sorry but I'm actually here with my boyfriend." He was nearby. Overheard boyfriend. Had a little when moving too fast panic attack and bailed. Years ago this girl approached me at a bar and asked if she could have my number. I was totally thrown for a loop. I told her I was gay and she got super offended and said, "If you're not interested, then just say so," and stormed off. I felt bad. Wait. Come back. I can prove it. I'll suck all of the cocks. When I said I have a boyfriend, they left me alone right away. Nowadays when I say I have a husband, she hit on me. Told her I had a boyfriend. Then she told everyone at an audition we were at that I roofied her on a night out. Thankfully I can be as camp as Christmas, so no one believed a word she said. Edit. Apparently camp as Christmas is a UK term. Basically just means I'm a rather effeminate man. That's a potentially life-destroying accusation. Had a very good looking young lady, 30s, point out to her very good looking boyfriend, 30s, that I, 55, was perving on her. He was a bit annoyed and asked, "WTF man?" I said, "Hang on, I'll ask my husband." The guy giggled and said to his lady, "He's cool, he's perving on me." It was so good to see such cool guy. Happened a couple times when girls assumed I was hitting on them. At the library once, I asked a girl, who was sitting alone at a table that could sit 10, if I could sit by her. She gave me that irritated look. "I have a boyfriend." I replied, "So do I." And I just sat down. I pulled an I have a girlfriend on a creepy man who I found out later was a serial killer. I'm gay. Ooh, or do I have one for y'all? So I live in Texas and being gay is still not widely accepted here, so it shocks people when I tell them. This has happened to me multiple times. The one that stands out the most is that this woman actually told me I'm too tall to be gay. What does that mean? I'm literally 5'11". I am so confused by this. You just can't, man. Big illegal. Go to stop being tall. She wanted a threesome. No. This is not how you are supposed to play the game. Not exact lie. One day I was walking home from a college class, and these two girls were hogging up the entire sidewalk, walking side by side. I slowed down a bit as I walked closer behind them and was waiting for them to either make room or else I was just gonna walk on the grass past them. One girl looked at me and then went back to talking without moving, so I just walked on the grass past them, and as I get back on the sidewalk in front of them I heard one of them say I think he was checking us out, and I just stopped and said, "Actually I like guys," and then kept walking. I was in Thailand with my ex and I would always get harassed by prostitutes to buy their services. One night we're both on our way back to the hotel and as usual a prostitute approached us. I said no thank you. I'm gay, to which she responds, "I don't believe you," so I kissed him in front of her and she says, "You make a cute couple," and walked away. I've had to do it a few times. Usually they apologize and stop. But sometimes they don't. My boyfriend had me pick him up a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and the lady at the window kept talking about how she couldn't find a boyfriend and then started asking what I'm doing that night. I told her about my boyfriend expecting her to stop. But she didn't, so I just drove off. I'm a lesbian. But I have a funny story. I worked in retail and was very openly gay. One of my co-workers invited me over to hang out at his place with a friend. I was kinda nervous to drink with a couple dudes I didn't know. But he's always been a really nice and everyone had good things to say about him. I ended up taking him up on his offer. Towards the end of the night we were pretty smashed and he tried to make a move on me. I just sat there very confused for a minute. When I hesitated he immediately started backing off saying hey no worries. Figured I'd just shoot my shot. I told him I'm flattered. But I'm also super gay. He laughed it off. Apologized and we ended up becoming pretty decent friends and partying together regularly. Definitely the nicest drunk dude I've ever known. I've had a lot of really horrible experiences with dudes at parties and was even roofied by a friend. So this guy being so genuine and treating me like a living, breathing human being was so refreshing. It's happened to me a couple of times. There are two that are most memorable. A girl I was just casually talking with asked if I wanted to go out for drinks. Explained I was gay. And after she thought for a few minutes said how do you know you just haven't met the right girl? The comment was so infuriating. I just got up and left. I never spoke to her again. The other time, I was accused of sexual harassment at work. A woman claims I thrust my privates in her face and told her to choke on it. I had to sit down with an hour rep and explain how those words wouldn't come out of my mouth. Even to my own boyfriend. Apparently several other people were accused by this same person at the company and she had multiple suits pending. I was glad when she got fired for attendance issues. Okay. Not gay. But have pulled the I have a boyfriend card. So the story is, I'm a pretty fan guy. I like fashion, hair, makeup, that sort of thing. I saw a woman in the store who was just having a fantastic hair day. And I mentioned it to her. She said, I don't think my boyfriend would appreciate you hitting on me. I said, oh honey, if I was hitting on you, my boyfriend would be far more upset. Then she just looked at me while she tried to figure it out. So I helped it along. Ever had a straight guy compliment your haircut before? Then she was flattered and felt good and we both went about our days. As a straight man, one of my best moments is complimenting another guy's haircut at a club. He was super psyched because he had just changed the style and was self-conscious. Love putting positivity out here. I'm a solid 6 in the USA. But not immediately detectable as gay. When I lived in Brazil, my blonde hair and red beard made me exotic and equivalent to an 8 bear. And women were constantly aggressively hitting on me. I would tell them I was gay. But they very often didn't believe me and continued their hard sell approach. It really made me realize what it's like for women when men are just relentless. Suru annoying. In high school, this girl messaged me over Facebook asking me to prom and telling me that she loved me. I told her that that's sweet but I'm gay. Turns out she also did this to one of my other gay friends after I turned her down. No. Because I wouldn't date them if I didn't have a boyfriend. If I'm hit on by a woman, I let them know I'm gay. If I tell them I have a boyfriend, that implies I'd otherwise be interested. And I'm not. The response I've gotten to sorry, I'm gay varies wildly. Most women are shocked and some think I'm joking. Some take it as a challenge and keep hitting on me anyway. I've lost a couple female friends who refused to take no for an answer. Seriously ladies. Respecting boundaries is a two-way street. I am not gay. But when I'm at the bar with the lads, back in the long ago when going to bars was a thing, I use a line similar to this. I notice women seem to think if they flirt with me, I will buy them a drink. Perhaps because I am ogreish and dress nicely they think I am desperate and rich enough to pay for their drinks. Anyways, a couple of years ago, I had this lady flirting with me for a few minutes followed by so, are you going to buy me a drink? I replied with, let me go ask my boyfriend. He carries all our money. Then I go up to one of my buddies, tell him about the situation, and we look at the poor girl and laugh and kiss. Sorry. I'm taken really? Me and my boyfriend were at a straight club. Some girl kept grinding up on him and told him constantly, "You're so hot." He said he had a boyfriend. Me. And she didn't believe him and kept grinding away on him. He kinda yelled at her and said, "Stop it. He's right there. Now stop." She turns to me, who is across the bar. Her face just drops. And she walks away like a sad puppy. Head down. Slow pace away. Since I was with my other friend across the bar, I had no idea why she looked so sad after looking at me. I didn't know what she did to my BF at the time just beforehand. Straight guy here. I got falsely accused of checking out some chick who thinks she's the hottest thing in the world. I replied, "Oh sweetie, don't flatter yourself. You'll need a much bigger dick for me to be looking at you like that." The look on her face was priceless. Not exactly. I'm sure it's happened at some point, but I don't often go out to situations where that's a possibility. I do remember going to a strip club with some friends for a bachelor party and telling the girls to not waste their energy on me because I'm gay. They quickly moved on to other patrons who were more likely to give them the attention they wanted. There have been a couple pushy, creepy, girls that have pulled the whole "how do you know you won't like it if you don't try it once?" To which, I have a boyfriend and I'm not willing to ruin that relationship for an experiment. This isn't a frequent occurrence though. Most women are super open and respectful when I come out to them. Marizo then men. I was at a bar with some friends when a girl came up and asked me if I wanted to buy her friend, also a girl, a drink. After I declined, she continued to pressure me to buy her friend a drink. "Don't you think my friend is cute?" I guess. Why? What's wrong with her? Nothing. I'm gay. OMG, I love you. She then hugged me and suggested we go shopping. "'Cause all gay men love to shop." Bizzles in this thread be taking notes. It was the third weekend my freshman year in college. Everyone was trying their best to be friendly and getting to know people. I stepped into the elevator in my dorm building and this girl followed me in. Since I'm from the South United States, it's not weird to see people wearing cowboy girl boots or variations of boots. The girl in the elevator happened to be wearing a pair of nice dark brown, oaky leather boots with intricate designs of a tree, like the one from LOTR. I remember it had darker tips near the tip and top. I loved it. I told the girl that I absolutely loved her shoes and she responded with an annoyed tone, "Thanks. Full stop." I asked her where she got them and she quickly makes a face and says, "I have a boyfriend." I was floored. The audacity of this bee. I responded, "I have a boyfriend too. Could have been best friends, you boot bee. We could have been best friends." Not gay, but one time another guy caught me checking out his girl and got in my face about it. In the heat of the moment I thought I would be spared his wrath if I went all in on acting like I was gay. So in the gayest voice I could I was like, "Oh sweetie, I'm not into your girlfriend. What's your name?" I promptly got punched in the face. Oh man, that's really FK'd up. What a shitty guy. He was going to hit you for checking his GF out, which is already weirdly possessive and intense, but then he definitely hit once he thought you were gay. That guy has some serious F-king issues. This thread just made me realize gay men get flirted with a lot more than I do, and I don't know what to do with this information. Didn't happen to me exactly, but my boyfriend and I were at a bar, and he started talking to a girl beside us about a book she was reading. After a few minutes, he had to clarify our situation because we were both pretty sure she thought he was hitting on her and was interested. My friend, a shy straight man just like me without a shy part, was being asked out by this same chick over and over, being hit on by her, and he just wanted it to stop, so I said, "He is mine, sweetheart," and kissed him on the cheek. She was never heard from aging and my GF won't stop reminding me of it. Lesbian here, so kinda the opposite. I've had a few guys hit on me. Most take the hint. Some are even apologetic. One guy started negging me. It was at Thanksgiving and he was my cousin's BFF. That was really awkward. I sort of feel that lesbians have it worse than gay men. I've seen a couple situations with my lesbian friends where they come out and they don't take that as a you have no chance, instead they think oh that's exotic and hot and double down. Now that's always the card I got. I suck at getting into relationships and then keeping them. Semi-related. I work in a hotel. And we had a regular security guard in the evenings at weekends who I was fairly friendly with. This really pretty girl walked past the reception desk and had all the males' eyes on her. When she had gotten out of earshot, the security guard asked me, "Hey Benzu, would she turn you straight?" My reply was no. But you effkin would. Another. There was this girl from the bar and she was having a leaving party as she had gotten a new job. She had really short cropped bleach blonde hair and was generally all about her appearance. I went to the smoking area and she had just been flirting with a guy who had moved on to someone else. So she was trying to make herself feel better by asking me, "Hey Benzo, if you weren't gay would you FCK me?" I went for the savage reply and said, "IDK, your hair is kinda dry." I just told them they are plumbed incorrectly. I stayed in the Pigalle area in Paris. Here you have bars with ladies outside asking you to buy them a drink. I believe you'd go into the bar and spend time talking to them while they sipped champagne, sparkling water, that you were paying for. I started grabbing my BF hand as we walked by them just to stop them asking. They were really pushy. Lol. I should have said something when this happened, but some bitch in a skimpy bikini accused me of taking a picture of her ass when I was just trying to take an innocent selfie at the beach. I should have said my boyfriend is over there swimming. So don't f-king even. And even if I was straight I still would never want to touch you. At the time I was single, lol. But if someone tried this today, I would definitely shut her up. A girl at a friend's birthday, as soon as I walked with my boyfriend, tried it on. I explained the 6'5" spooky goth as my partner and she wouldn't believe me even after we decided to taste test each other's tonsils as proof. Had to avoid her the rest of the night, but pretty funny when I look back on it. I'm curious if reactions like "well you don't have to settle for him anymore, you can have all this" are common. Or if they ever happen. Like, as if a guy is only gay because he never tried sex with a girl before. I don't look good enough for girls to ask me out. Not quite the situation asked about by OP. But I'm a straight man who frequently goes to gay bars and even met my wife at one. I've had some interesting experiences that are similar. For example, a gay man tried to hit on me, and when I told him I was married, his follow-up was to ask if it was to a man or a woman. Because that matters. Regardless of if I have a boyfriend or not. It usually goes poorly, unfortunately. It's hard for men and women to be platonic friends because of both parties. Not just the men. I've had female friends and acquaintances get mad and not want to be friends anymore when they find out I won't ever be physically attracted to them. This is anecdotal evidence. But the women I've encountered are usually at one extreme or the other. Either they are completely overjoyed to have a gay friend or they become distraught when they can't have you. I'm not gay, but I'd love to try this and see how they react. Girls are usually way chiller when I say I'm gay. They usually just do a "oh shit, I'm sorry." Dudes on the other hand are always like, "whoa man." Dudes on the other hand are always like, "whoa man. I'm not gay. Now I am imagining this. Dude. Hey. Wanna date? You. Sorry. I'm gay. Dude. Whoa man. I'm not gay. None of that makes sense. I'm a girl, but similar story I guess. One time at school, one of my friends said Heidi, me, wants to kiss you. So I just responded with "sorry, I'm into girls," then walked away, lol. I've done the reverse. A lesbian pulling the "I have a girlfriend." Surprise surprise, they thought it was hot. So long story short, some 20+ year-old man wanted a threesome with two 14-year-old lesbian azores. There are so many things wrong with this sentence. Too many things.